As a project manager, overseeing the development of a sophisticated new software system, you face a complex project with significant implication for the client's business operation. While creating a quality management plan, you need to decide on the level of testing required for the project. Which of the following factors should be the primary determinant in deciding the appropriate amount of testing for this project? So process is you are creating quality management plan, and concept which is coming more or less pointing about cost of quality, and you are trying to find out the testing cost, the appraisal cost of your project, how much testing you should do. And the question is asking what can influence the amount of testing you do in your project, looking at a sophisticated software development work and which has a high implication to the client's business. So that seems to be the question to me. Let's look at the option. The project budget, option A, the project budget and timeline, ensuring that testing is efficient and cost effective. I definitely need to consider the budget, but should I decide the rigor of testing just based on budget? May not be a good idea. Yes, there could be a limitation which we need to start considering, but we may not start from the budget. We may get limited by the budget. We probably need to start with something else which is more specific to the project work we are doing. Option B, the complexity and risk profile of the software, focusing on critical areas that could significantly affect operations if not properly tested. Makes sense? Yeah, perfectly makes sense. So what is the overall risk? What is a cost of failure? Cost of failure definitely determines the amount of investment I do to prevent failure. So I should see at least the cost of external failure in this particular case, because we are doing rigor of testing. So this looks a good idea because I need to see the risk profile of the software and their critical functionality. Let's see others. Option C, the quality approach and the lesson learned from the previous similar projects, leveraging past experience to inform the current quality management plan. It's definitely a good idea, but I already have a better idea in B. Now, why B is better than this? Because I need to consider my past lesson learned, but I need to give preference to my current situation. I need to find a better option. Yeah, this is a good option, but I already have a better option B, because that is basically focusing on current project and current risk profile. So I continue trusting B and move forward. Option D, this industry standard for software testing, using them as a benchmark. Great idea. I would say C and D both are great idea. C is focusing on organization process asset. D is focusing on enterprise environmental factor. When I am creating any plan, I need to consider my environment. I need to consider what is available to me, but I need to consider more about my project problem. So I need to learn that though they are used in creating my understanding for quality, but they may be less influential compared to my current project situation. So going with that logic, I go with B, because it is talking about the complexity and risk profile of my current project and focusing on the critical areas and the impact which can create on our overall delivery of our deliverable. Now, when we talk about tasks, it maps to the task 7, plan and manage quality of product and deliverable. If we talk about concepts, this is definitely talking about quality management plan, preparing a quality management plan, and a concept of cost of quality, because we decide the amount of investment we do in the quality depends upon internal or external failure as well. So it should be considered while we are planning our quality related activities.